can see today is a platform for wider consultation through this Northern Political Summit, which is in tune with the desire of the Northern Governors Forum. It affects not just the North, but also Nigeria in its entirety, with regards to justice, unity, and national integration. This outlook therefore goes beyond looking at only one parameter with regards to power sharing or power rotation in Nigeria. Whatever we would do should be in the context of the Nigerian Constitution, which is supreme over all other arrangements that would have been made or might have been made at some point in time. Many countries of the world are fast reviewing their positions with a view to being first-class players in the globalization arrangements, where the dream of late Martin Luther King of looking forward someday to being in a nation where his little children would be judged by the content of their character and not the color of their skin is holding sway.
On power sharing and power rotation, which is the third sub-theme and the fourth theme of this summit, our zone knows that there has been zoning in the People's Democratic Party as a ruling party in Nigeria, born out of circumstances and exigencies of the time when past elections were held, i.e. the June 12 saga in 1999. The debate currently on in the polity is centered on whether the zoning of presidency in 2007 elections should be applied to 2011 elections. The North Central Zone believes that the zoning that produced the presidency of Umaru Yar'Adua and Goodluck Jonathan in 2007 was an inseparable ticket, and therefore the demise of one does not invalidate the privileges of the remaining. Besides, the call from some quarters that anyone discharged from contesting an election is unconstitutional, unfair, and without basis whatsoever.
In delivering the message of the Northeast sub-region, I would like to mention some of the key points agreed that I should say here. So, your views as Northeasterners is that 207 zoning should be a continuity beyond 2011, and we hope the ruling party will sit down, look at the problem politically, weigh the situation, and find a solution that will be most acceptable to most of Nigerians for the peace and stability of this country.
In the summary, out of the many items on the communique, we want to emphasize addressing the three key issues that we have brought before this summit, namely one, on elections. The summit expressed a strong desire for free, fair, and credible elections in Nigeria. The second major issue has to do with the economy, particularly the underdevelopment of the northern part of Nigeria. There was a strong expression by the summit for every effort to be made by those who hold the reins of power to use good governance to bring development to every sector of the economy in the northern part of Nigeria. The third issue is on the weighty and sensitive matters of power sharing and power rotation, commonly referred to as zoning. In this regard, the summit proceeded to call on the leadership the PDP as follows. The summit resolved to appeal to the PDP leadership to allow the superior provisions of the Nigerian Constitution to guide the party in producing guidelines and regulations for the conduct of primaries so as to elect the presidential candidate. In the circumstances, the most viable option is what has been expressed so as to ensure that indeed the conduct of the primaries are such that the best candidate is already expressed by this summit, given the opportunity to run for the office of president. We also want to assure you that by the grace of God, we shall do our very best to convey the feelings of this summit to the leadership of the People's Democratic Party so that they will take serious note of the conclusion of this summit and the resolution of this summit that come 2011, President Goodluck Jonathan with his Vice President are constitutionally and properly and legally and legitimately allowed to run for office.
We are humbled, God, for this moment because they have shown us the way on the principles of sacrifice, on the principles of unity and togetherness, so that together we will move Nigeria irrespective of the person that is in the saddle of responsibility. You have shown us as Northerners that we are the masters of the game, that we know politics and we play it when it is best timed.